Hi everyone, the topic of this video is going to be Meal Prep 101. It's a very broad topic, so I'm going to try to keep it short for you guys, but there's basically two different ways that you can prep your meals for the week. Go to the grocery store, make sure you have a list of all the ingredients you're going to need if you're going to be making full-on recipes, and come home, cook them up with your husband, maybe make a little date night out of it, save one of your yellow containers on the fix and have a little glass of wine while you do it, and just make sure that whatever you're making, you are set to go before you start so you don't have any last minute inconvenient trips, and get it made, put it in Tupperwares, put it in the fridge. Done. Pretty easy. If I do it that way, I try to have about 2 to 3 different recipes that I'll do. I'll have one that's maybe oven based, I'll have one that's going to be in the crock pot, and then I'll have one that I can cook on the stove top, really, so I'm kind of cooking all 3 of them at once. It goes a lot faster that way. I only have 1 or 2 days off a week, so I'm not somebody who wants to spend all of my day off cooking and prepping my meals for the week. So this way, it takes me 2 to 3 hours from start to clean up, and I'm finished, and I'm ready to go. All my food is attainable in the fridge for me just to be able to grab it and go so I can hit my goals. The second way, which I've been doing this a lot more recently, it's a little bit more convenient for me right now, is to prepare each food group and have those stored in the fridge and then put them in my serving container when I'm ready. So for example, I will have, for my complex carb, I will have either a container of brown rice or jasmine rice, sweet potatoes, quinoa, one of those options, just in a large container in the fridge with a little measuring cup that I use for a scooper. I can just pull it out, scoop it into my Tupperware, and go. Same with my proteins. I'll choose a protein, chicken, steak, whatever it is that you like to eat. I usually do chicken just because it's the healthiest for you, and I'll prepare it a couple different ways. One might be with a little stir fry, one might be with some Mrs. Dash seasoning in the oven, and the other might be, a healthy, no sodium pulled chicken option out of the crock pot. Those are stored in the fridge just to add to my carb, and I do the same thing with my vegetables. Everything is pre-chopped, so there's no effort. There's no saying, oh, I don't have time to cut up my vegetables for the day. I just grab it out of the container and I go. My most popular options for that would be steamed broccoli or spinach. Spinach is super easy for me to get, and asparagus is a big one as well. One of the snack options that I use most often is hard-boiled eggs. I boil about 2 dozen hard-boiled eggs every single weekend, and I keep them in the fridge just so that I can eat them with a little bit of yellow mustard as a snack. It's very quick. They're all boiled, peeled, and ready to go. And then my Shakeology as well. For myself, I have my Shakeology divided up into little Tupperware containers that I can grab and go. I'm not always having it for breakfast, and I personally don't like to premix my Shakeology and take it to go. I like to have just the powder and add either my milk or my water to it when I'm ready to have it. So those are just a couple of different ways you guys can do it. My biggest advice for you is to make sure when you go to the grocery store you have a shopping list. You know exactly what you're getting and what you need. Make sure that your options are low sodium. Mrs. Dash seasonings have been one of the biggest keys to my success. They are all sodium free, and there are about 50 different kinds of them, so you can have variety. And make sure you have a lot of Tupperware because you are going to need it. If you have any questions on meal prep, or if you're struggling with some aspect for it, or you don't have time, or you're finding that it's taking longer to prepare your meals on your day off, just come to me. Let me know. I have a lot of great ideas that I think could help you, and that's exactly what I'm here for. I'm here to make your life easier and help you hit your goals faster. All right, guys, that is Meal Prep 101.